Hi guys, I'm here to film my Q&A video and I got many questions and I wish I could answer them, and well, let's see how much I can do. And I'm only going to read the questions, but I've read all the comments and I'm inserting all the comments like in the video. So you will see the entire comment, but I'll try to only focus on the questions. And thank you for all the like congrats and like nice words and everything, so I did read them well. I'm trying to do them in order how I got them, but there's one question I need to start with and it's related to this place. I'm not sure if you have ever explained why you started filming on your bed. Was it because you had better lighting? Yes, basically. Like I usually filmed on my bed during the winter anyways, and last year I just like forgot to realize that wait, I could do filming again here, but also I have more space there when I'm doing an unboxing. Like here there's like my laptop and I have a lot of papers around me because like I'm writing lists, like that's what I do basically for entertainment, like I write lists. So I always have to put the box down there and like the ceiling and photocards. Like I felt like I don't have enough space too, so it's better on the bed, I guess. And better lighting, that's probably the main reason. And why I'm filming here now is because there is more space like here, so I can put the questions better. So basically that's why. But you know, like the light is only from this side of my face, so yeah, confusing a bit. I know you've spoken about your favorite albums and footbooks. Have I talked about footbooks? I mean, I guess I had in 4 years. If you have a favorite SG DVD you like to watch. Super shows in general, I like super shows, but my favorite thing is Premium Live in Japan. Definitely. But like I like the All About Super Junior DVD a lot too, so like I just like DVDs too. Like footbooks and DVDs for me are very important, so I'm not counting albums separately. I count albums, DVDs and photobooks together. When did you become a Camilla? I actually don't consider myself a Camilla, but I'm definitely a fan of Kara. Definitely. So I'm not a Camilla, but I am a really big fan of Kara. And from which Kara song made you become a Camilla? I consider myself a big fan of Kara since 2014. Yeah, when Kara Project started and the first teaser was uploaded. Like I also got into Kara Project, but like I suddenly just watched everything Kara before, so like I got into the 5-membered Kara that time. And the song which convinced me, wait, this is just so amazing, I love them, was Lupin. That's how you write Tunde. And if you change the E to an I, you get Tundi. When will you finish university and what course do you take? I'm going to finish December, January, so like end of that semester, but then I'm going to take my master's degree, so that's 1.5 year extra. This university should actually last 5 years, but it's taking me 6. I basically sell my soul every single time I take an exam, and I'm being serious with this. Of course, like I'm studying to be an electrical engineer thingy, and like my major kind of thing now is like about like telecommunication or like media a bit, like high frequency like antennas basically in a way, and like how telephone networks work and cell phones, like that kind of stuff. Second one, if you're married, will you sell your albums? No. If not, where will you store all your albums? I'm going to have a separate studio room for them. The question in this is, how are you able to buy albums every time? Basically, I don't spend on anything else. I got my scholarship, I got money from my grandpa sometimes, I use some of my food money, birthday, Christmas. Like people say me like, tell me an advice, and I'm like I don't know, like just wait. Like I used to buy less when I started this channel too, so like I got scholarship now, so like all that, like I just have more money to work with, and I'm going to start working soon, so that too. And it did work, and now I'm babysitting. That's also why this semester I could get more albums. I'm babysitting. There's like many questions. Would you ever consider doing short vlogs and interesting things that happen in your day-to-day life? My life is really not that interesting because I was so busy this past semester and like babysitting and all that, like it's just really not interesting anymore. Do you think you'll ever stop collecting or caring for K-pop? No, I don't think so. When you first got into K-pop, did you ever see yourself collecting a lot of merch albums and result listening K-pop? When I got into K-pop, I was just very confused. Like, what's going on? I like this, I like that. What should I like? Like, I was just like so busy, like, oh, so many groups. Like, there's so many things to do. Like, I didn't think about like collecting. I think for a couple months, I didn't even know that that was a possibility. I didn't know what I thought. After I got into Suju, I guess I started to think about getting things like how would that feel and all that. Do you plan to maybe go to Korea someday and maybe attend a concert event there? I would be fine if I never got to Korea. I mean, I would love to go there, but also I think I shouldn't make that like my life goal. So there are many things I would do, but of course I would attend the concert. But like, how can you like buy your plane ticket and everything in advance, and then like there I would need a super show then? Like, it's like pretty impossible, it seems like that. But I guess I would need to go there for like 2 or 3 months or something then. If, for example, you never became a K-pop fan or anything Korea related, what do you think your interest is or hobbies would be now? TV shows. Just really don't know what I would be obsessed with. Why is Hyun your bias in SNSD? I picked her so early on. In a way, many of my early biases, I just feel like I picked them for very dumb reasons. But Hyun, I don't know, it was like, she's just so cool. Like, basically, she's just so active, so fun. Like, she's definitely the most funny in SNSD. Like it's just so funny when she's there. She's like so active and like a bit tomboyish and like I like her style too. And like, she's of course gorgeous, and like her dancing, like my weaknesses are dancers. So, because I really can't dance, so I just, everything about her, like, of course, like, first I was just like, why does that girl have such an ugly hair in every single MV? And because of that, I noticed her, and like, I was curious about her. And the more I learned, I was like, yeah, I love you. Like, why? I don't know. Like I can't really explain why, because that was like a barely 18-year-old me, or even before I was 18. So she does all these like extreme sports too, and I'm like, I'm so lazy, I would never do that, but it's cool that you're doing it, please be safe. She's just the funniest ever. So I love him very, very much. What are your interests beside K-pop? Dramas and TV shows. If you had to introduce someone to K-pop, which 5 songs would you show him or her? Of course I picked It's You for Suju, Jia the Gust of Wind, because everyone needs to hear that song. Naimi's is Hurt Locker, FX is Hot Summer, T-ara number 9. So this was 5 songs, but I would probably also like Shinba's Sniper, which is the albums you have listened to the most until now. Don Don and or Sexy Fian single, and Pink Tape and The Breaking Heart. I'm actually curious if the Annie's The Beat Goes On to make it to the list. Probably that would be up there at the top 2, or I'd mean that too. Was there a group artist you were hesitant to get into but they ultimately sucked you in? Yeah, when I listened to The Gust of Wind, I was sold for life. So there is no turning back, and I spent 3 days continuously watching their dance practice for that song. Like 3? Probably a week. So what would your dream collaboration be? Donkey and Hyun, actually. Like, that would be just so perfect. Like, give me Donkey and Hyun together for like a project song or something. Like, just do it, please. If you could be a member of any group, which one? So let's pretend that I'm talented. Let's pretend I'm Korean, or at least like East Asian. Let's pretend that I'm like pretty enough for that. I would go to 9 Muses because I don't want to look awkward and really tall next to my group members. Do you have any regrets regarding any of the albums you have bought? Not really. I just really know what I want to buy, I guess. So. Basically, how do you decide what to buy and what to not? I just have a list, but I try to make it like pretty narrow for other groups besides Suju. So for Suju, it's everything. For other groups, mainly it's Korean comebacks. Saving tips. Don't spend your money on other things. You can spend on food. Like, you should survive, because if you don't survive, you can't buy albums. If you haven't become a K-pop, are you going to start collecting something eventually? What would that be? I just love collecting. Like, it doesn't really matter what, I just love collecting, I guess. What would I collect? Probably like Harry Potter box sets or like TV show DVDs. Are you considering starting a new collection? I want to collect more of drama stuff. First OSTs for the dramas I really like the OSTs for, and my top dramas, and I would buy DVDs for my top dramas. And box sets, there's so many of Harry Potter ones and they're so pretty. Oh my god. Working somewhere is inside that, so I'm going to work at Ericsson. I think it would be like the research department or something. Something's going to happen in July. Do you have a K-pop group you tried really hard to get into but never did? I'm just always open to groups, so even if I don't like them that much at this point, I'm just open. I'm going to watch their comebacks, so something's going to happen, and if I happen to get into them, then yay, success. What are your favorite songs or dramas at the moment? Drama? I miss you. 보고 싶다. My heart. That drama is perfect. Oh my god, that drama. Currently watching Baker King Kim Tagu and it's great. Songs, according to iTunes, it's Monsta X's album. In general, the album. Title track All In, track number 3 and 5. Other things that rank high on my list is Produce 101's 24 Hours. I love that so much, it's so great. Bangtan's Save Me also ranks high, or Very Good's Angel. Oh My Girl's Windy Day, and As One's Hey Ya, Mr. Boo. Do you like living in Hungary? I don't think many people like living here. Just okay. I mean, at least we don't have guns. That's one great thing. Wouldn't say I like living here. I'm just like, okay. I used to don't like it much more, like I'm like now okay. Would you prefer moving out and living in another country? No. I used to say yes, and now I'm like, no. I'm good. Do you ship any idols? Like, do you have any OTPs? Hanchel and Unhei for Suju, definitely. Hyoyul, I ship my 2 biases in as soon as they end. Like Hyoyeon is my ultimate girl bias and Yuri is 4th, and I just Hyoyul is real. Not really, but like I love them together. So, and then my OT3 Monsta X is definitely one of my higher ships on my list. Wono, Minhyuk and Kihyun together, all 3. My latest ship is actually Yeowon and Yanan from Pentagon. In general, I ship a lot of couples. I'm just like enjoying their moments and be like, oh, happy for them. Like, oh, you're hugging, very cute, I like this. What is your favorite Suju era concept-wise? Don Don repackage, Sorry Sorry B. And I really like Devil and Magic too. What's your favorite K-pop MV that you never grow tired of watching? Besties, Excuse Me. Excuse Me is everything. And I would say Jazz the Gust of Wind, but I answered that to reply to everything. And then many questions. What does Zafir 7 Love mean? 7 Love, obviously, favorite number and love. Zafir is actually Zafir. She's used to be like a horse. So she passed away. She was born in 95. So she was like, and she passed away in 2011 actually. So she's just was everything. Like when I was riding horses, I learned the most from her. Even though like, yeah, I felt a lot from her too, so like it was but like in general, like I actually still remember how it felt riding on her. Like I just remember her movements very well. I just loved Zafir a lot, like and she was really unique. So I made this channel before I stopped riding horses, and then I only started uploading over a year after I made this channel. Which are your favorite Disney movies? The Lion King and Aristocats. Actually, I used to watch that so many times. You don't like, I just know everything about that movie. Aristocats is amazing. Who are your favorite K-pop and non-K-pop YouTubers? Non-K-pop, Dan is Not on Fire and Jenna Marbles, and for K-pop, May. I'm Girl Personal. Which is your favorite super show and why? Is it cheating if I say Premium Live in Japan? But if I can really only say super show, then I would say 2 or 4 or like maybe 2, Super Show 2. I can't really explain why, I just like watching those the most, but in general I love watching super shows when I get the time. In Super Show 2 they were only like performing mainly Sorry Sorry songs and some of Don Don album songs and maybe Twins. Like it just, I don't know, it's special, plus Hangang's blonde hair. There were many of them, and you know when I got into Suju, Kangin was not there, and I just really liked Super Show 2 because also because of Kangin. So I really like Carnival when they were performing it with the animal hats thingies, so I just like Super Show 2. But Super Show 4 I think is like the longest, and there are many great songs on that, and it's like fun. Super Show 4 would be definitely my second pick. I just love those two a lot. What was your most memorable moment of SS5 in London? Whenever any of the members came close and looked at our direction. I just remember that very clearly. I remember really well when Shindong asked my friend if she was okay after, like, you know, the confetti thing, like it's really loud. So, and it was really close to us, and he was like asking like with it, like, you know, like, are you okay? And like this was really sweet. Oh my god, Shindong. I remember that very, very well. What does your family think of you making videos and they ever watch them? My mom watched once one of them, like 3 years ago or 3.5, so very long ago. My dad, I don't think he ever had. I mean, now they are like more accepting of the fact that I'm like, please don't bother me, like let me film this and like I'm going to come back in like 10 minutes or something. So they are more accepting of that. Back then it annoyed them more. But they're in general not really a fan of me collecting K-pop, so I should do like so what can I do? Like, I don't think they like it. They are just like, okay, she films videos. I don't know. My parents are weird. Ever think or cross your mind, or even once, that you have stopped collecting? No. I mean, sometimes I thought of only collecting suju, like stopping with others. But then I was like, no. I mean, I could stop the others, but I just don't want to, because they are also lovely and they deserve the support. And I know that eventually I can finish my suju collection. Plus the things I'm missing are like not really that important. They are important, but when I have the limited DVD version of the Japanese concert already, getting the Blu-ray, limited Blu-ray version of the Japanese concert already with the same photo book, you know, like it doesn't matter that much. So I never really thought of stop collecting in general, so like I don't. Then there is this question. I would say if Junsu married Hyukja instead of Donghae with Hyuk, would you cry? Let's just make it hypothetical. What do you reply to this? Like, I would be fine with Hyukja marrying Junsu too. I mean, then what do you reply to this? Like, are you okay? like how long do you see yourself doing YouTube for? At least another 5 years, I guess. I see myself doing it for quite a long time more, so. When is Minhyuk going to dye his hair back to brown? When I'm going to Korea and force him to the hairdressers and like fix his hair for once and all. That's when, because like I lost hope. I missed brown puppy. I miss it a lot. Minhyuk's hair. If you could perform a perfect boy-girl group only using one member each group from your favorite groups, who would it be and why? I love these kind of questions. I would do a girl group. For me it was easier to pick. For FX I would pick Crystal, because she's just good at everything and she can be a visual too, so like Crystal. From Nemesis I would pick Sojin, because she's shorter, she wouldn't look weird next to my other picks, and she's a great dancer, so like it would be amazing. So yes. And from T-ara I would pick Soyeon, again she's good at everything and you would need such a good main vocalist, and she can also dance well. So then from After School I would pick Yui, just because I love her. Yeah, I love her so much that I would pick Yui. From Kara I would definitely pick Yuri, because I need that voice in this group, like that voice, you need someone really unique. From Dashbat I would pick Kaun, because we need a fairly good rapper, and she's good, so, but she's not really being an idol anymore, so. And what would their concept be? Something upbeat, fun, more mature. I wouldn't make them do like innocent, cute concept or very sexy either, like it's just like, I don't know, like EDM, house, something like that. Something I like. What would you say to people who want to complete their SJ collection but have difficulties in buying the albums because of customs and like it's hard to find or something? Don't give up. Like that's one of the main things. Like you don't need to get so many albums at once. I know that eventually, even if Suju still releases things, they won't release as much as they do now. So it would be easier later. You can just get them a bit later too. Like once in a while buy something you really wanted. Like just don't just give up on it because it's so hard. Like I don't think there's like really good advice for this question. And why do you have to pay so much customs? That makes me angry. Customs is, I hate customs so much. I guess just don't give up and like try your best and save up and like, I don't know, just think of getting them, but don't think of the fact that you're missing so many. Just think of the fact how many you have and how far you have gone. Okay, this is like a really complicated long question, so read it yourself and I'm going to answer it. So basically only buy your bias group or allow others when it's harder to collect. I think there is a level of your collection of your bias group when you're more satisfied, and from then on it's easier to make yourself buy other groups. But I would say focus on your bias group, of course, but if a comeback happens or there is an album already that is just so good, you love it from another group that is just so good, I guess buying one album from that other group, that good album, it wouldn't make you feel bad anyways. Like, and just having one, like it, I think that's okay. And maybe once in a while you can allow that to yourself, but of course focusing on your bias group probably makes you happier. And like parents not liking you wasting money, mine are like that too, like they hate it. But if it's really your money, like you get it from some relatives or you babysit like I did, or like just work something, like it's your money. So even if it's like from your parents, in a way they gave you that like on free spending, like spending it on anything, then I don't really understand why it's like one thing that you can't buy, they don't allow you to buy that. Like I just don't understand. And like, then don't give me the money, then take me to buy clothes if you want me to buy clothes, like and then just don't give me the money. So then stop complaining about like me spending it on that. But of course you can't say that to your parents, and like parents, but honestly they just like, I don't understand why certain parents, mine included, just like think like something that makes you happy is bad just because they don't like it. Like I'm not saying they should like it, they should just like stop bothering with it. Like, I don't know, bother with your education or like something else. Like there are many other things to worry about. I just don't understand why even parents do this, but again, mine do it too. So I would say do it as secretly as you can. I mean, it sounds bad, but maybe it helps. For other groups, you should maybe prioritize full albums and know multiple versions. Just first know, like first, that it would be just nice to have one of the other groups you like, and just make sure you really like them enough to not sell it later. Which group would you like to release a song album in English? It would be FX, definitely. I would love FX to do something in English. Who do you think looked the best in Twice's latest comeback? Momo. She looked great, but Mina too. Have you ever thought of doing a vlog? Really, I have a boring life for that. Or a donkey collection video? Yes, I'm going to do one. Just like how I did with light sticks. I do think about that, and I want to do one. Have you ever thought of sharing the price of the stuff you buy to help other collectors? Honestly, if it's an expensive thing, I would just like to forget about how much I spent on it. So I think it's like more personal. Like I wouldn't share the price, how much I bought something for. Like if I say like I bought it on Kpop CD, you can like check it yourself and see like, okay, that's how Kpop CD price is around this time. But like if it's a more rare thing, like no, like sometimes I say like, oh, this was really cheap when I'm excited, so then it was cheap. But sometimes I buy things for more and I'm like, I'm glad I have this, but I should just forget about how much I bought this for. Are your favorite fanfics? Are there any fanfics you are reading at the moment? Currently, I think there are, but like I'm waiting for updates. I am talking about Eunhae mainly. I actually made an Eunhae fanfiction talk video, so anything Emmy Vipel for Crime to Me, basically, or I'm Not Your Cat by Gnagna Only and Scarface by Goldfishy are my favorites, probably. Could you say something in Hungarian? Awkward. Persze, tudok mondani dolgokat, de nagyon furcsa úgy beszélni a kamerának. Egyébként tegnap majdnem úgy írtam egy videónak a leírását magyarul, és nagyon furcsa volt. Írtam egy sort, és nagyon furi volt. Nagyon. So, it's better to speak in English, it's more comfortable. What would your reaction be if Suju make a comeback with a super sexy concept, like shirt lifting, sexy abs, sexy? Oh. I mean, I prefer that kind of sexy what Shinwa does, I think. So, like Venus sexy, that would be great. So, I think I would have like very sexy, no, but sexy, that's nice. Like there is always more sexy for Suju, I think. I don't think they've ever been really sexy though. Like I guess that's why. I just like them in suits too. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you for all these questions. Thanks.